say, hey man, this is a really good way to F with people and get under their nerve. Because, you know, if you tell me something, I just say, what? Dallas was set up for a Stone Cold return, and the way we framed that with KO, who I love, was perfect for the time and setting.
Who takes the best stunner?
Well, you know, you had those different athletic presentations.
Give me a hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
There he is, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
How you doing?
Doing great. How about you?
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? Come on. Austin, it's such a pleasure to be able to spend some time with you this morning.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. You know, I'm watching this trailer and you're doing all these things. You're drift racing. What? You're flying a helicopter. What? You're bowling. What? All of these things, right? And I'm wondering, is there anything that scares you?
Yeah, predicting the weather on live television scared the hell out of me. You know, I made a living being on live TV. And, you know, we went up there. First of all, it was a 12:45 wake-up call. I didn't sleep. 2:15 call time. I'm not a morning person. And then I go and this wonderful young lady, Madison McKay's breaking down how she does the weather. And she's taking information, this paragraph like that, and taking the pertinent information and condensing it just like that on the fly. And I'm thinking to myself, hey, I've got to do exactly as good as she is. And you're never going to step in someone else's shoes or someone else's job and be, you know, that good automatically. But that's what I expect out of myself. So moments like that crush me because I thought it did terrible. And I love live television because when the red light's on, that's when I'm at my best. And I failed. But anyway, it was a ton of fun to make this show. I'm happy for the opportunity.
Stone Cold, is there any like overarching lesson that you learned from diving all in on everything that you've done in the show?
God dang, you know, I got a chance to do a lot of things that, you know, when I was focused on my wrestling career, and I've been gone for quite a while, but, you know, I kind of just stayed in that mindset, didn't venture, you know, into a lot of things that I would have wanted to delve into on a personal level, and to try these things and do different things and be a fish out of water, which ain't great for me. But man, if you're on the fence about trying something, or if you're looking for something else to do, man, don't be afraid or don't be hesitant to go do it, man. Just get the backbone up and go out there and try some different things. That's the best thing I can say. I'm not a guy who's so philosophic about life who can articulate just the meaning of life and say, hey, here's some advice. But I mean, you know, you're not here for a long time, you know, and life can be rough. So enjoy the moments you can and chase your dreams and passions. Or if you're on the fence about something, get off the fence and go do it.
You've given the Stone Cold Stunner to just about everybody. Now, can we settle this once and for all? Who takes the best stunner?
Well, you know, you had those different athletic presentations from Scott Hall. You know, Shane took a good one, but I always go to The Rock. The Rock would always take that extra effort to careen around the ring and, you know, way oversell fashion. But it just meant so much when he did that, because the big matches that we had, whether it was, you know, it was 15, 17, and 19, you know, those moments meant so much. But I'd go to The Rock, and, you know, here's the thing about that people don't understand about when you give The Rock a stunner. That guy, you know, he was so jacked and just so hard. When he's bouncing around the ring, sometimes he'd flop off the ropes and end up landing back on me. And I was like, Jesus, you're killing me. So giving The Rock a stunner can be painful, just when he flops back on you. But that's the name I'm going to give you.
It sounds like we were pretty close to seeing you at WrestleMania 39, and it didn't end up happening. Do you have another match in you?
I could. I'm not going to sit here and lobby for one, because that'd be silly. That's a year away. But, you know, a year away in that business is like that.
Yeah.
They asked me to be a part of 39. They really did. And I couldn't do it just because there's no way that I knew what my life was going to look like due to the filming schedule of this show. We had some internal stop downs where this show took about 5 months to film. That's a long time. Yeah. We finished filming about 5 to 7 days before WrestleMania 39. In a position that they were going to put me in, which was going to be a big one. You can't prepare for WrestleMania and do yourself justice or do that crowd justice. Dallas was set up for a Stone Cold return, and the way we framed that with KO, who I love, was perfect for the time and setting. For this match to play out, I really needed to perform at a high level. And I didn't work out before 38. I had thrown a working punch in 39, and I hadn't thrown a working punch in 19 years. I was killing KO out there. I truly was asking. And I told him when we went in the back, I said, man, I can't believe you didn't throw a receipt. And he just laughed because his job was to take care of me. So anyway, in the future, I'm not lobbying for it, but could anything happen? Yes, because they always say never.
So the first time you said what was in 2001. Here we are 20 plus years later. And this isn't just a WWE thing. This is a wrestling thing. Like every wrestling promotion across the world does the what chant now. Does it surprise you that this is still a thing 20 plus years later?
It really does. But I mean, it's a testament to, I don't know how impacted people were to that. And, you know, that started off as me leaving a voice message on Christian's phone. And then I was working heel at the time, and I said, "Hey man, this is a really good way to f with people and get under their nerves or under their skin. Because you know, if you tell me something, I just say what and throw it back at you. It's irritating, and that's the way it was designed to be. And then I turned it into something that worked for me as a baby face, as far as you know, way to mock a situation with cadence and delivery. People can't escape it. As far as a talent doing a promo, you know that. But it's flattering to see that it's still around. But you know, I've had so many people cuss me out about inventing it, you know, and we ended up putting it on a T-shirt for God's sake, and it sold a ton. So I'm thankful for the word. But if it disappeared tomorrow, I wouldn't complain. But I'm honored that it's still here.
I saw this thing you did on A&E's social media channel. It was hell yeah or hell no. And you said hell no to roller coasters. What do you have against roller coasters, Steve?
Man, I'm not a big thrill seeker. You know, I'm not looking to go out there and just do a bunch of crazy stuff. When I used to travel down the road with Lord Stephen Regal, one of my really good friends, you know, in Blackpool, where he's from, they had those little, you know, gimmick circuses. And, you know, we would talk, but you know how the English people from England are really tough. And if the roller coaster went off the rails, you know, and squashed a bunch of people, you know, they just pass out a bunch of free tickets. Oh, it's okay. Here's some free tickets for the next one. You know, so that's always in the back of my mind. As safe as these things can be, I'm always wondering about the one that I get on. It's going to careen off the rails, and it's like, man, what happened to Stone Cold? Boy, you remember that roller coaster went off the rails? He was on that roller coaster. So it's stuff like that that I look at the worst case scenario. And when they leave you hanging at the top because they're trying to mess with you, and it works, the clack, 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 clack on the way up, and then you just go down. Not fun. Not fun.
Austin, it's always such a pleasure to be able to chat with you. Thank you so much. And if you think that everybody should watch Stone Cold Takes on America, give me a hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Austin, thank you so much.
Hey, good seeing you. Take care of yourself.
Good to see you. Look forward to seeing you again soon.